Good morning. As you may have noticed from the title of this TED Talk, yes, I'm here to talk about the art of losing. It's a topic we rarely talk about, yet it is something every one of us will face, whether in school, sports, relationships, or life itself. Losing is universal, and learning how to handle it is one of the most important skills we can develop. But before anything else, we need to understand what losing actually means. Some people define it as maybe the opposite of victory. Others may say it's a title given when defeated, and some would describe it as the deprivation of something we value. While all these definitions are true in their own way, losing is the experience of failing to achieve a goal, expectation, and or outcome, of course. But the deeper challenge of losing lies not in the event itself, but in how we respond to it, especially when it happens for the first time. Do you agree? Yes, you do. Well, nothing hurts more than the first major fall. Imagine being the best chess player in your country, preparing your whole life for this one big match. And suddenly, you lost, losing everything you believed you were destined to win. It's devastating to say the least. Honestly, to realize that a wall you thought you could conquer suddenly stands impossibly high. This is where research helps us see losing differently. Well, study shows that losing something, whether a person, a chance, or maybe a dream, can actually help us grow. Well, this study was by O'Connor and Seeley in 2021. It explains that grief is not just pain, it is a learning process where we understand our emotions and reshape how we see life. Meanwhile, a 2024 study also found that people who are resilient and take time to reflect on difficulties experiences are more likely to become stronger afterwards. Of course, these findings reminds us that losing is more than an unfortunate moment. It can teach us, transform us, and guide us towards becoming a better version of ourselves. So, so yes, losing hurts. It shocks us, frustrates us, and sometimes breaks the confidence we spent years and years building. But the most important part of losing is not the fall. It is what we choose to do after. The response to loss shapes your strength, your character, and the person you become. And that ultimately is the true art of losing. And as the quote says, okay, well, and as the quote says, call me cliche or anything, but no. And now I had made this quote about losing, but yeah, losing. The world will ultimately break you to your knees. There's nothing you can do but crawl forward, even if that means. Ah, but again, the world will ultimately bring you to your knees. There's nothing you can do but move forward, even if that means crawling. So take loss as a teaching, as a lesson. Losing does not mean the end. It just means there's a need for improvement. And that would be all.